Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Goldens in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. I am so excited to finally introduce an absolute sweetheart we have for sale. This boy we are naming Bowe. He is Mr. Green of Willow and Ethan's litter. If you don't like that name Bowe, you can change it. I just started calling him that. When they get to a certain age, I like to give him a name instead of just a color. It helps us because we have several blacks and browns and blues. We have that for every litter. And so he is Mr. Green of Willow and Ethan's litter. He was born February 28th, so he's enrolled in doggy doctorate training till 6 months of age. And so he's already had over 300 or 450 hours of training. We know his personality very well. His is very easy to tell. His Recherche score is 865, 8 being he is very dependent. He loves more than almost any other puppy to snuggle and to cuddle. He is very sweet. He's the first to come, the last to leave our side. He just melts. His whole body is relaxed. He loves belly rubs. He loves to snuggle and to cuddle. He's an absolute sweetheart. He's not a puppy that wants to be out by himself. He just wants to cuddle in your lap, and he'll do this to a perfect stranger. He's very sweet. He's a 6 out of 10 on activity. He's slightly outgoing, but he's not high energy. He is not hyper. English Goldens are much calmer than American Goldens, so you'll probably see him and think he's really calm. He is calm, but he does have more energy than he is laid back. He is a sweetheart. And then he's sensitive. He's a 5 out of 10. He is not strong-willed. He is not stubborn. He is not hard-headed. He wants to please you. He wants to do whatever he possibly can to make you happy. He's not going to push the edges. He's naturally submissive, and he wants to please you. Size-wise, he is not a big boy. His mom is one of our smallest girls. In fact, she is our smallest girl. Her and Lucy both 49 pounds, and his dad is 70 pounds. So our best guess is that he's only going to get 60 to 70 pounds. So he's going to be small, but he's going to have that stunning blocky head like Ethan, where he has a beautiful jowls, the thick white mane. So he's going to be the size of a larger female, but he's going to have that blocky head and white mane of a boy. So he kind of has best of both worlds. Now he's able to go home after graduating either doggy doctorate, which is training till 6 months of age. That's August 28th. After that, they're enrolled in our most extensive training program we call Doggy Double Doctorate. That's a month-to-month program where they go home and they live with the trainer. That really stretches them socially, stretches them with their potty training, with their crate training, with their car training, and that's a month-to-month program. He'll be 7 months of age September 28th and 8 months of age October 28th. We're very flexible with those dates. He's already well trained, so if you're going on vacation, you're coming back and you want to get him early August or between those training programs, you can definitely do that, and we prorate him so you can get him at the date that works best for you. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see pictures of the parents, Willow and Ethan. If you click on those pictures, a video will pop up where we summarize each of the parents. This is one of our most repeated litters, or when I mean repeated, I mean we've had more clients buy a second Willow puppy than any other mother that we own, and we've only done Willow and Amos and Willow and Ethan. Amos is Ethan's dad, and he's retired now, so we used Ethan the last couple litters. So this is an absolutely beautiful and proven litter. Now what I'd like to do now is to summarize our Puppy Training Institute, and we're going to show off Bowe in training as of today so you can see his training, see how well he's doing, and then I'll come back and let you know what you need to do to reserve him. Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love the cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do canine good citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer. They can hold their place longer. They can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Kuranda cot. You will definitely want to buy a Kuranda cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The two other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously, the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in this puppy, read through this entire page. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see pictures that we just took. Right above the pictures are the prices for each training level. Now, some people do have a hard time finding the prices, so in this video, we're going to show you where prices are found on a typical page. But the prices you see in this video may not be this exact puppy. You do need to look at their page. And then right below this video is a link that says, click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the link, fill it out. We will respond to you within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video, Bowe. Again, this is Mr. Green of Willow and Ethan's Litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.